breaks through the line, cuts to the left. He's going. I think he's going. Oh!
Hello, welcome to Rant and Rave on icycolorlive.tv. It's been a few weeks since we've been on the air, and in that time, the Ravens have moved up, moved down. It's been complicated, and we're in the middle of our Florida swing right now. We did get the win, against Miami, and now we got Jacksonville coming up this week.
At home.
At home.
Which is good. A road win for us is always good.
Yeah, and so, right now, I guess the best thing we can say about the Baltimore Ravens is that they hold their destiny in their own hands. And they have to win out. I don't see if we take another L boogie. I think we're pretty much done when it comes to the playoffs. The AFC this year is just really the stronger conference with teams, when a team like Cleveland is playing well and they got a winning record, you win a pretty strong conference.
Yes.
So with that, our conference, what do you think? What are our chances of really making the playoffs? What do you think?
With our division, I still favor the Ravens. Mm-hmm. I know it's my team and I go for my Ravens, but being a real football fan, out of the four of them, the Ravens finish strong, and they do well under pressure. I don't know what it is. Even though the personnel has changed over the years, it's still the same concept. That immediate, need to win makes them thrive. And that's when we know who most of our talent is up front. But that's when the people that you don't expect, they begin to shine. Okay. They begin to step up. Okay. So I have every confidence that the Ravens, and the way that we play, can win out and make it into the playoffs. Now, right now we're in the hunt. Mm-hmm. Not worried about that. I don't see Cincinnati finishing as strong as they started out.
Do you think they got another loss in them before the
season? I think they've got two.
You think Cincinnati has two losses?
I think they've got two because they're gonna lose to a team they're not expected to lose to.
Right. Don't they still play Pittsburgh one more time?
They have Pittsburgh one more time. Okay. And I don't know if Pittsburgh will, sweep them, which I almost hope, so we won't be the only ones that got swept in the division. But I still think that out of the two teams, I do think the Steelers are a better team. Mm-hmm. And I think we're better than both the Steelers and the Bengals. Okay. Not leaving the Browns out. That's our final game this year. Right. But yeah, out of the four of us in this division right now, I do believe the Ravens have the personnel, they have the drive, and they've got the ability to finish this thing out with all wins.
Okay. And so, thinking about that, if we end up tied with either Cincinnati or Pittsburgh, they actually have the tiebreaker.
Right.
But if we end up tied with any other teams on the outside looking in, we should win because we have the better record.
Yes.
Throughout the conference. So it's really looking good for us as long as we don't lose,
right.
Game. It's really looking good for us to make the playoffs, and I think we can make the playoffs. But I'm worried about Pittsburgh. I am. I'm just worried about Pittsburgh. It seems like they are really getting their game together as the season has gone on. We, on the other hand, Baltimore, we're constantly in that bend, don't break defense. We'll let you get all the yards you want between the 20s, but then once you get into the red zone, it's funny how we bear down and we just say, hey, we're going to limit you to at the most 3, and very rarely do they give up the touchdown.
Exactly.
But if you do get the touchdown, that's when you got us, because we're not a kind of team that we're going to come back on you and score a whole bunch of points once you get us down. So I hope we don't take Jacksonville lightly. Jacksonville has not been having the greatest season, but can't take them lightly. Don't take anybody for granted.
They beat Pittsburgh.
Right. Right. So this week, I just hope that we come in focused, we come in ready. Hope Justin is giving up all the secrets. Shout out to Justin Forsythe. Was able to get his autograph. Thank you, Sharice Stewart, for allowing, purchasing me that as a present. And I went and Justin, he signed one of our Rant and Rave posters, which was very cool. Anyway, with that, we're gonna go to break right now, and we'll be back on icycolorlive.tv. This is Rant and Rave. Hello, welcome back to Rant and Rave on icycolorlive.tv. Listen, we're trying to make this last playoff push, and we're having to make it without one of our stars. Olodi Nada's been suspended for the last 4 games of the season. If we make the playoffs, he can come back.
He can come back.
But how big has that been?
Well, I'll say for morale, it's hurt us. We've played without Haloti before, so that's not too much of a problem. Although his presence is enough.
Mm-hmm.
His presence, and he's had an awesome year. That big body just moves all over the place. He's snatching balls out of the air, interceptions and everything, and he's always that threat to that quarterback. Now, we won, but, that presence of number 92 means a whole lot. Just like they used to say the presence of 52 and the presence of 20. Those numbers, those are the people that you look out for.
Right.
So when you're looking out for them, you can lose sight of some of the other talent that we have, and they can do their job. So with Haloti being gone, I still think we can do it, but I would have rather have had his presence and his intimidation factor that gave us a little bit of an advantage. But we won Sunday and pretty good.
Right.
So that middle, we still have a threat up the middle.
Right.
So it's I think we still can do it, but yeah, he's definitely missed.
Yeah, and I'll say that the timing, the 4 games that he's gone, we are not playing the strongest teams in the world. So however that worked out, Goodell's office for all the shit y'all put us through this year, that was the payback or whatever. Good. Now, C.J. Mosley, he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week. What do you think his chances are of Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Oh, he's got that. I think it's in the bag for him.
Okay.
He has more than proven. What I don't like is when you put expectations on people.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Football had all these expectations. Right. And look what's happened.
Right.
This young fella had expectations not because of popularity, but because of his skill level.
Right.
And he came in, and my goodness, he's gone above and beyond. I'm not even going to talk about him being a rookie. As a player, I don't care what year you were in. Right now, this young man has played as though he's been in the league for a while. That transition from college to NFL.
Yeah, he's handled it quite well.
Well.
His game definitely translated. They talk about sometimes your skills don't translate from college to the pros.
Exactly.
His skills have absolutely and totally translated to the pros.
And what he's done, and not trying to, it's just his drive. What he's done is I think set the bar. Not only for new players coming in, but some people that have been here for a while.
Absolutely.
On every team.
Right.
When they faced us, they've seen it. Not just heard about it, read about it, watched the film. They've seen him in action.
Well, they felt it Monday morning. Yeah,
most definitely. So he's an inspiration. He's don't want to use that all the time as role model, but that's someone that you can set a pattern after.
Absolutely.
And it's a wonderful example. I think he has it in the bag. I mean, not setting out to do anything this year but learn and play. And he's gone, like we said, above and beyond. An awesome player on and off the field.
Right. Okay. Well, we're getting ready for Jacksonville this week. The defense adds all season long. We were a little weak up the middle. The secondary, actually, they're not playing that bad. They're playing much better than they were in the beginning of the season. So I think we really do have a strong chance. But speaking of chances, our fantasy football league is coming up, and everybody's making the playoffs, which means everybody's 0-0. So we're gonna go into the playoffs, and we'll keep you guys up to date. But we get ready to come back in a few minutes and have Cassandra just update us to let us know who is where. Anyway, we'll be right back on Rant and Rave on icycolorlive.tv. Hello, welcome back to Rant and Rave on icycolorlive.tv. I'm joined by Cassandra Blees-Purple-Bagley, as you guys know, our fantasy football person here and the guru. So we are going into the playoffs right now, and Cassandra, could you update us where we're at?
Well, we got 8 teams in our league. And the first thing I want to do is congratulate Show Me Your TDs. He is in first place to end the regular season, so he will go up against number 8. Fortunately, it's not me. I'm not in the basement. But Show Me Your TDs, congratulations. You had a phenomenal season, Devin. You did it. You did the darn thing.
Yep.
So
nothing but congratulations.
Yeah, for real. We have
he came back because he started off like 0-2 or 0-3 or something like that, and then he had to come back. So shout out.
We have 4 teams who finished at 9-5. So we go to our points for the tiebreakers, which is what puts Show Me Your TDs in first place. So we'll have Show Me Your TDs playing El Crush, 1 against 8, and we have 4 against 5. Pamper Me 98 and Rhinos. That should be an interesting match, that one there, because Rhinos quietly just did his thing all season. So good season for them. You have Lady Ravens 52, our one and only Teresa Scott, playing against 6 seed B 2013, who is our Brittany. We miss you. Hope things are going well, girl. And for the 4th is number 2 against number 7.
There it is. There it is. There it is.
So that's Titan Right against K-Slime Crushers, and that too should be an interesting game because I plan on fortifying my team. I can't take another loss to Titan Right.
It's what we do. You know what I mean? It's just what we do, and it's the playoffs now. So
It's rigged.
Yes, it is rigged. We got. Show Me My TDs. We got. What's the name? Her team? We got her. We got her. We got her husband. We got her son. And I looked at all the trades all year long. They just switch people between each other, so I'm playing against 3 different teams. So they not only do I only got 8 players, they got a pool of 25 players. They can just, and I'm like, come on now. But I ain't said nothing all season long. I was like, next year, Celeste getting the team, Shamia getting the team, I'm getting the team. We evening this shit up. I'm having as many players to make me one great team. Cause I swear, my man.
You got him and his crew, and Lady Ravens and her crew, and her pseudo husband Levon, A-Lee. I'm gonna be all on my own, and I'm gonna whoop them all.
Yeah, you ain't gonna stand a chance. But it don't matter because you can't. You got this player pool that y'all can just, But again, I was like, you know what? When I win this thing this year, I know I did. Because man, in the playoffs right now, what you got to be careful with is that these teams that are hot, all of a sudden they rest their players.
They resting their stars.
So you got all these stars on your team, and them stars not gonna be playing. So all you gotta do is make it to that championship game. That last week 17. Woo! You better have a few bums on your team. Joe Flacco, my man! Can't wait for you, baby.
He is not a bum. Joe Flacco was the number 2 quarterback for the month of November.
In fantasy football, Joe Flacco is a bum. But guess what? He gonna be the bum that takes me to the Super Bowl. Guaranteed. Plain and simple. Love Joe Flacco, but in fantasy football, he just don't put up great numbers. But week 17, them 130 points he get every week is more than enough. More than enough. Because man, it ain't getting jack week 17. He gonna be on the bench chilling. But anyway, it's been such a fun season.
Hasn't it?
Yeah, it's
just a blast.
And we look forward. And I hope, the people that watch the show that's been sending me these emails these last couple of weeks, you guys have noticed that we have not been on the air. We apologize for that. But life comes up, things come up. And, but again, we want you to keep on watching the show. We want you to join our league next year, get involved, and we're gonna, we'll have a bunch of fun because it is a bunch of fun.
A bunch
lot
of
of
fun,
fun.
the
Lot
trash
of fun.
talking, the camaraderie that builds between everyone. We had 8 this season. I'm looking for a 12-man league next year.
Exactly. It's fun playing against families. No
Yes,
doubt about
yes.
it. So, it's just really, really cool. Anyway, guys, listen, we're gonna end the show this week. That way, as always, we wish the Ravens well. And Cassandra, thank you so much
It
for
was
giving
my
us our
pleasure.
fantasy update. And we'll see you guys next week here on Rant and Rave on ICColorLive.tv.
Brayton breaks through the line, cuts to the left. He's going. I think he's going.